everybody. Happy 3 a.m. Happy 3:10 a.m. as round two of our severe weather episode kicks off this evening. I have been watching things creep up from Oklahoma, just like I thought that I would be, trying to see which way things would go. By and large, just the way that we thought that they would. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning out now. As I am watching this line of Sorry, checking some audio. Make sure we don't have a repeat of last time. Severe thunderstorm warning now is in effect for the eastern portion of Vernon County. Let's take a look at this. This is calling for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Cedar County in southwestern Missouri, southwestern St. Clair County in west central Missouri, southeastern Vernon County in west central Missouri, and Dade County in southwestern Missouri. And this is going to run till 4 a.m. Again, that hazard for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So let's take a look at exactly where this is. So this is picking up, here is Nevada. Let me point out just a few things in case you're just waking up. Here's 54 highway running out just west of Nevada. Here's 54 again, headed over to El Dorado Springs. So here is our next round kicking off, and this has all the potentials that we've been talking about all through the evening. Right now, I am seeing just very, very small hail in a few places. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick before we move on. Yeah, hail has actually run out. There was some bigger hail down to the south and the west, and that presently not the situation. But we do have high winds. I would expect anything from 40 mile per hour to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And so once again, this is just about to come at its strongest into Nevada. This is hitting Moundville right now. Here is 43. Again, here's 54 highway. Let's go a little bit west. Fort Scott, you have just about finished up with this, I think. And like I say, coming over to Nevada, just and here is the elbow. Here's where things turn. But so far, all of this has come up into east central Kansas. This has come through Mound City. This is done. This is over 69 highway right now, and nothing has been severe warned. And so we have seen some fairly strong wind gusts as this comes across state line. We have plenty of lightning right up and down state line. It looks like right now between Pleasanton and say Amoret. So, I mean, these are not small deals either. These are fairly robust. I think that wind will be our primary threat that you will see for about the next 45 minutes as this wave passes over. But we'll go back down here. This is our warned area once again. It's actually this giant area outlined there in the yellow. And so this is going to cover for the next 47 minutes. This is going to run until 4 a.m. This is going to pick up 54 towards Eldo. And this encompasses all the way out toward Roscoe, almost over to Collins, picks up Humansville, picks up Stockton, all the way down through Jericho Springs, looks like. And so this severe thunderstorm warning will go until 4 a.m. for this area. Let's just watch. This is pushing up, trying to kind of predict what happens next. Um, all of this is just holding steady. I've looked for some weakening just across east central Kansas, picking up into Bates County. Not so much. So I think these are going to come through pretty strong, pretty robust so far. Not severe warned. This is our only area down here at Nevada. So wind gusts will be strong. Radar being difficult to pick these up on, but ha- I have seen reports 40 to 45. Yeah, 40, 45, 48 mile per hour winds gusting through with this. These will be southwest to northeast. And not seeing any hail, but it's going to sound like it for just a second here. So, this strongest part, this is just about to you, Nevada. Hold on tight. I think you have wind gusts and you have very heavy rain, but I don't see any hail in this for the moment. Here's Nevada right here. So I heaviest part right now I see just south of Nevada Regional Medical Center. I'm looking down BB Highway, and this is just about to 49 actually, and the Bend and K Highway here. So this is where the heaviest part of this is. Again, this is headed off toward the northeast. That's just going to happen in the next few minutes. And so we'll head over here and we will take a look. Look at this cell, Montevallo. This is E Highway headed over towards Olympia. This is another very strong cell. Let's check it. I haven't seen hail in a little while, so that's a good sign. Hail is mostly run out. And this one reaches all the way down to Jericho Springs. So in the path, I think of this to the south. I think Virgil City is just about to pick up some activity. I think it's just about to come into Olympia. Roads I am seeing for some very heavy thunderstorm impact in the next 10 to 15 minutes will be this is the Pacetown area, East 1000 Road, and heading off to the northeast. What else do I see? East 800 Road, gradually headed toward Hackleman Corner. That will be the neighborhood that this part is headed to. We'll go back over here to Nevada. I think once again, I think this is going to track towards, yeah, directly towards Walker, right? So this is clipping through pretty fast. The good thing about this is our line right here. This is our cluster. There's wind and rain behind it, but clear down. I mean, we're almost over to Oswego, Kansas before you're out of the rain, the heavy rain. But the severe threat, once it passes you, and I'm looking at Univada right now, you will be done. I think with any significant issues. So let's look up a little bit here. We're not in the warned area, but I see heavy rain and plenty of lightning coming up through Stotesbury, Metz, and I think it's just about to pick up in Rich Hill. I think Rich Hill is in for a good chunk of this as it's just about to take over 49. And I think Butler, Passaic, Adrian, look at this, all the way up to Archie will get in on the action. Like I say, plenty of activity. This is robust. It's probably going to wake up and say good morning to a few of you. Sorry about that. It's 3:18. But here's the good news. Once this is done, I think you are finished. We'll keep an eye on this stuff back here to the back and see if there's any regeneration. We're keeping an eye on energy, but I think this is going to be the brunt of our wave two. And we've only had a few worn cells tonight through West Central Missouri. So tomorrow continues to be the big day, but that's going to be way off east of us. And so for a lot of us, we're going to get woken up with some thunder and some lightning here for the next few minutes. Let's check hail, even up in these non-warned areas. Because by and large, we're getting out of this one pretty easy. So I'm not seeing anything significant for hail, suspicious for hail, moving through the area right now to bring your attention to it all. Maybe down here south of Eldo, just a little bit north of Jericho Springs. If anything is going to do it, that's where it's going to be. So overall, how are we doing here as we push off toward the northeast? I'd like to say I see more weakening than I do, perhaps pulling apart in these clusters. But once again, if you're just hopping on, if something's waking you up, I believe that. And so here is our severe thunderstorm warning that's active right now. This is the only one in our area for the next 41 minutes, and we're looking out for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts through the 4 a.m. hour. And once again, this is covering just to take a look. This is just to the east of Walker, picking up Harwood, Roscoe, headed over almost to Collins, just about to 13 Highway as this particular cell pushes through. I'll let you watch that for a second. It's coffee time. Just like I thought that I would be. So let's look around the area. I'm getting a couple questions about what is going on where because it's going to be noisy. So again, our warning is going to pick up just to the east of Nevada, and that's our only warned area. But what's going on around the rest of the world here? We can take a look. Like I say, this is picking up now as this is pushing off. This is going to come in pretty fast toward Hume, Rich Hill. It's going to get busy in just a second. And then as we go up toward Amsterdam, let's take a look toward, let's go up toward 18 Highway. Let's say hi to people in Drexel, waking up to see what's going on. So it looks like the brunt of this has just passed through Merwin, headed down 18 over toward Laceyville, Amsterdam. I think you have one more cluster, one more busy activity just off to your west. Out at Lacine Corner, you guys are just about finished with this. So go up to Drexel. Drexel just got some activity. I missed that. But I think it's all downhill from here. You have a couple of things coming. Let's take a look here. Not too bad as we're starting to see the back end of this. So by and large, anybody up and down I-49 at 3:22 in the morning, well, you might be doing that. It is about to get busy. This is going to pick up with some strong wind gusts. You can see lightning, plenty of it off to your west as this is going to start to touch I-49 for probably about the next 20-25 minutes. As this is now into Butler, and heaviest activity in Butler, moving along towards the airport. They don't need any more severe weather, that's for sure. Moving along TT Highway, just about to Butler Memorial Airport. Like I say, none of this is severe warned. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the stuff down to our south and to our east while this pushes through, but nothing severe warned. Not seeing any hail. I'm seeing wind gusts all over the place, 20 miles an hour until the gust front moves through, and then you can pop up to about 40, 45 miles per hour, potential for 60. And so that's enough, right? That's plenty. But all in all, we've gotten out of this pretty easy. Interesting storm setup that it was today. All the tornado chasers went down and parked in Oklahoma. I mean, all the factors were there, all the ingredients were there. That was what we were watching. I was interested in it because, like I say, it touched enough of southeast Kansas that, what is that going to do when that gets started? And all of a sudden, it kicked up almost to the Texas border, to Wichita Falls. I mean, that's where the tornado looking cells didn't spark any tornadoes, but that's where they cropped up. So way, 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 way south, and everything just kind of went that way. The Oklahoma had a lot of severe warnings, just like what we're looking at now, and they had quite a bit more hail than we did. And I see power outages and such down there, but by and large, by the time it makes it up here to us, we've just been kind of hit and miss with these severe warnings. So let's take a look at what's going on right now in Nevada. I think things are lightening up a little bit for you guys, right? Fort Scott, about the same. It's going to rain pretty good for a while. You're going to have some wind and some rain. Probably, geez, the next hour and a half, maybe. But your severe potential is definitely waning. El Dorado Springs. This is just about to wake up the folks in El Dorado Springs. If you know anybody needed to be out west of you on 54 Highway right now, so I'm seeing heavy activity around Dedrick, East Logan Road. These are streets popping up for me. So El Dorado down here at about West Carmen Road. And here's the hospital, Cedar County Memorial right now. So this is picking up significant activity, going to be busy for the next little bit. and this tapers off, continues down all the way. This is finished up with Jericho Springs, but here is Stockton over here, and so we're just about to move along 39 Highway, which travels to the south and west of Stockton. And so, actually, heaviest area that I'm seeing right now, significant thunderstorm just to the northwest of Wagner, East 1400 Road is what I'm seeing there. Again, been a long time since I've seen hail, if there's any potential again. This is gonna be tiny. This is very, very small hail if it gets together. Like I say, between radar sweeps, it wouldn't surprise me to see this in about the Pacetown, Philly, headed towards K Highway. Has some potential for some hail, but by and large, that's been running out as things push off toward the northeast. So just looking at messages as people are waking up, this is going to pop through with some significant gusts. But just again, if you're checking in, this is our warned area. Like I say, here's Nevada, and so this picks up headed over toward El Dorado Springs, and this just has about another 30 minutes on this warning. So the rest of us are in for significant lightning, plenty of thunder, and some significant wind gusts around could be up to 60 miles an hour, but so far we're hanging out around the 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and it looks like these are coming into Rich Hill right about now. Picking up Butler, fairly busy in Passaic, so up and down I-49. These are moving through pretty quick, guys. So no new warnings. So we've been live for a good little bit here. No new warnings. We'll see what this does. I would say if anything does, I think this is just going to continue this general trend out here as we go north and east of El Dorado. So I'm pointing to Osceola and the H. Barrow Scout Reservation as areas that might pick up in the next warned area, depending on the strength of this cell, which I'm not seeing it lose too much gas. And so this is our busiest area. So possibly over towards Humansville, Wablo, Wheatland, Hermitage, probably in the next 30 minutes. This will see. You will definitely see significant thunderstorm activity. Not seeing any significant hail. Not really seeing any hail at all. So we'll just have to pay attention and see if the warning picks up for that area, or if it comes up here further off of this, which is now hitting the conservation area. And so this has just crossed 49. Carbon Center. There's Pappenville. And so this is a fairly strong cell, but is not inside the warning area at this moment. So heaviest activity really is in that area that I was just talking about. This is Four Rivers Conservation Area, touching down to Harwood right now. El Dorado Springs. I see quite a bit of lightning moving along right now. 54 Highway. Here's Eldo. So just to the south, 54, and pretty strong right now. It looks like from Oz Road. Is that what that is? Down to 54. This is our biggest cell to be watching right now. Not that anything up here in the conservation areas anything to laugh at either. Everything north of there, I think you're just in for some good old spring thunderstorms. What it's going to sound like. We'll see how many people it wakes up. I think these will be noisy. You'll get some heavy rain and a little bit of wind, maybe on the backside. Plenty of lightning on the backside now. I bet you're having a pretty good lightning show. Amsterdam, Drexel, Merwin, over towards 69 Highway. So this little cell's hung out for just a minute here. Again, nothing warned, nothing severe at all. This is between Adrian and Passaic. I think you have heavy downpours up and down I 49 right now, and you're going to have that for the next 10 or 15 minutes. Again, nothing coming up for a warning yet at all. These are well below severe status. This is very much starting to look that way too. That is picking up Rich Hill now, down toward Eldo. So, all eyes, I think, are going to be on this direction over the next hour or so. I'm going to be paying attention towards Collins, Wablo, definitely towards Humansville. You're just on the cusp, I think, of one of these larger cells that is still active and still has the potential to be pretty noisy and disruptive down to our south. We'll look one more time, and maybe some small hail crops in somewhere between Stockton and Humansville over the next little bit. Nothing like what the first wave put down in Harrisonville. I'm interested to see. I see storm reports for hail from the first wave that popped through earlier tonight. That was really intense. It seems like it put down a lot of hail in Harrisonville and then further down south in Nevada. So that kind of split is the way of that one. So that's what to keep an eye on over the next little bit. I think this is coming over toward 13 Highway. I think if you are to the west of, say, let's look at this, El Dorado Springs, and if you are west of Rich Hill, west of New Home, and getting over onto the Kansas side, I think you have heavy, heavy lightning, a lot of rain coming your way. We'll keep an eye on it. Something could kick back up, certainly on the backside of this, but this is what we were paying attention to for our round two. And so, once again, 27 minutes left in this severe thunderstorm warning, and that is all that I am seeing at the current time. So, we'll keep an eye for the next little bit, and I appreciate you joining me. I'll catch you back later.